Of that in Burlington, Vermont. The Weather Channel Jim Cantore is trying to stay de-iced this morning. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Bruce. Just a miserable situation here in the Champlain Valley this morning as temperatures, as you mentioned, upper 20s, low 30s all night have left their mark. I mean, as the sun's coming up now, we're starting to look around and you can just see the ice-covered trees, a half inch to an inch, and obviously with this kind of a this kind of a measurement of rain and also ice, we've got power lines that have been obviously taken down as a result of the tree limbs which have snapped, and there have been a lot of sporadic power outages here in Chittenden County this morning. On a good note, I guess, for some of the kids, the school closings, but on a bad note, look at the rainfall that's come down here. It has just been dumping with rain, Bruce. The streets are virtually rivers now, and we're seeing just down the road some of the payloaders are coming by to try and scrape some of the slush off of the drains to allow some of this water to run on down. But other than that, it is just continuing to flow very, very heavily, and that's one of the bigger problems this morning besides the ice and the power outages, and that's the flooding. There's a lot of low-lying flooding going on. Believe it or not, temperatures are above 32 degrees, and after just a ton of early season snow, there's a lot of snow melt going on, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of flooding before things are all said and done. Things are a lot worse in Clinton County, New York. They've got a state of emergency over there. One of the worst ice storms ever up in Montreal, Canada. They have been virtually shut down for a couple of days. As many as 1 million people without power as of last night, and some of those folks, as a matter of fact, have been spending the night here in the Champlain Valley because they have no heat or electricity up north. And of course, coming down here and losing some power, of course, wasn't a good experience for them. But just a miserable, miserable time here in northern Vermont. And no doubt it's going to take a while before things get back to normal. School's out for the day, Bruce, and obviously the police are advising that people do not go out unless it's absolutely necessary. But it looks like the rush hour here in Burlington is underway as the folks are taking it slow because of the big puddles on the roads. Back to you.
All right, Jim, thanks. I'm really surprised to see that much traffic on the roadways this morning, considering
the roads are fine. Believe it or not, Bruce, the roads are fine here, these major thoroughfares, but it is the secondary roads and the untreated roads that have about 1 inch of ice on them today.
All right, thanks. Reporting live from Burlington, Vermont, Jim Cantore. We'll check back with Jim